Hey guys, this is Lone again for Apotheosis. Today we're using what I believe is the strongest dragon army in the game right now. But once you get it, you're gonna be set. At first, it can be a little tricky to learn just for the invis placement and where the RC paths. But that's with any RC charge. You have to learn the direction the RC paths because you want her to path perfectly how you want her to go where you want, right? As well as the ice block really does help out. I used to use a skeleton spell for invis tower bases, but the ice block allows you to use one spell. Your RC won't even run away after the invis tower is triggered. I'll show an example of that in a war replay. Then I'll get into a war replay for walking through the entire attack and then get into the live legend attacks. But before I do that, I want to say the Dark Crown I think is better than the Henchman Puppet once you level it up over level 21. So once you get over the hard load cap, it's going to be better because you do lose the invisibility effect from the Henchman Puppet. But once it's above that, it's just so powerful and can really solo a base, a whole section of the base by itself. But I'm also offering coaching as well. So make a ticket on Discord. It can be one on one. It can be me and like a group of your friends, your clans, or anything. It could be anything. But yeah, let's get into it. So I want to show for the invis, all you gotta do, especially on these isolated invis bases where they're on the two on the side, which is definitely a common style in Legends at least, or if it's by the town hall, or if it's in the core next to the town hall, because sometimes the town hall's on the top. You just send your road champion, you drop the invis like normal, but once you hit the building twice, that's when you drop the ice block. It takes 2 hits to trigger the invis tower if you're road champion. So you drop the ice block, and then you have your Spirit Fox have the same normal timing as usual. You could use invis, or you could just not. I don't like using invis because you don't need it to. But from here, you should be able to take out the rest of this compartment very easily. You can path her exactly where you want, and it works out incredibly, whether it's the edge of the base, the edge next to the town hall, or in the very core. You can do that anywhere, and she just won't run away, like with a skeleton invis spell trick. So it's much easier and much more effective, in my opinion, and a must have for Legends because there's so many invis bases. So when you're looking at a base, you're looking for the multi Inferno Towers, and you're looking for the big air damage. Now this base is only one multi Inferno Tower, and by that multi Inferno Tower is mortars, bomb towers, ground expos, ricochet cannons. It's just, I don't really need to get down there. I really don't, because the main reason you get the multi Inferno Tower is for your furnaces. But if you can send your dragons into it, then it just straight up won't matter. So my thinking here is I'm gonna go for the big air damage. So I want to come in from this top side, push into here in this mono, get this town hall down, and just push on through. So I have this thinned out side of the base essentially. So the thinned out side, that's 1/4 of the base down by the world champion by herself. And make sure you drop the invis in between where the fox and the world champion is. So you're not dropping your invis too far forwards, too far backwards. Because I've noticed people, especially just switch from using the phoenix with the world champion to using the fox, they'll drop the invis too far forwards where they're not going to have the world champion go where they want. This invis was a bit far forward. I was trying to be aggressive, push her back up. But I knew with this invis here, she'd come back up into the direction I wanted. Now for your earthquake, you want to drop in the town hall most times than not, or on a spell tower. Those both would be big value. Now you don't usually want to hasten the town hall and earthquake the town hall at the same time because that's when you'll mess up. You lose control of her, but we know where she's gonna go from here, and the fox is dead, so we won't lose too much control. She'll just go into this compartment to the right. We'll just keep placing the invis. So you drop the invis, so first invis at 6, and the rest of them you drop at 7 and 3. But if you're slow on tapping your invis, I pop the ice block here, get that to get that multi inferno tower down, that single inferno tower down, excuse me. If you're slow on dropping your invis, you drop the invis when it says 8 and 4 at the top, and it'll do the same exact thing. Because you can drop it at 8 or 7 or 4 and 3. It'll do the same exact thing for you. So now we have a nice thinned out base. We have this really thinned out side up here. So we sent our king up here on this side. He's not going to take any damage except this archer tower, this multi-arch tower. He's gonna have ice golems come at him. He can take all those ice golems without taking any true damage, and he'll just stay alive. You know, have the P.E.K.K.A.s and wizards and the siege barracks helping him. So he's gonna take out this whole compartment of the base all by himself. This is his section. Then we got this section back through here, and then this section back through here. So for this first section, you send for the warden ability. The warden ability will help you get through all of this compartment. And then once your whole army turns, they turn into this back end, you'll have the minion prince ability. The minion prince ability will help you get through the back end of the compartment. That's the general idea. You have the world champion quarter of the base, you have the king quarter of the base, you have the warden quarter of the base, and the minion prince quarter of the base. It's all in a nice straight line in a way as well. But also you want to drop your king and siege bricks on the thinned outside like this because it will allow you to, you'll have, what is it called? It'll allow you to have your king staying alive, and it'll prevent you from time failing. Because if you send your dragons up here, you could time fail. You will not get very effective warden ability. But if you send your warden ability into this section, you'll get effective warden ability. And we'll drop some loons and rock loons to help make the funnel as well, and some inferno dragons help push our dragons in towards the damage that's going to go at them. You see how the rock loons can do that perfectly? That'll push us inwards. We still have the warden ability as well for this section, so we didn't have to pop it early because those are just ricochet cannons, so those aren't going to do anything to us. If you ever see a whole bunch of red air bombs, that's typically when we want to pop the warden ability. So for this whole section of the base, we got through with a warden ability. Zero issues. For this next section over here, we're going to make sure we have the minion prince ability to go through. And also we drop the furnace the direction where the king is walking, because that will help us out. We check for a Trill Tesla for Archer as well. So once our minion prince does end up turning, we'll pop his ability for this section of the base. So he will help take out this whole quarter of the base. The king took out his top quarter. By the way, the king won't do it all by himself. He has the Pekkas and siege bricks, as well as he'll have the furnaces help him take out his quarter of the base. So the dragons got through the one quarter, and they're going to easily get through the minion prince quarter, which converges into the king quarter, because they're going to all be together. When you have the king's spiky ball at 92%, you can pop the spiky ball, and you'll easily take out the rest of the base for a very easy 3-star. That's the general idea for any single base. You have the world champion quarter, which typically is going to be through the center of the base, the king quarter, which is going to be the thinner side of the base, the thinned out. Then you have the warden quarter with the dragons, then the minion prince quarter. If you follow that formula, you'll have zero issues 3-starring at all, and it's very, very, very powerful. All right, this base. Where's the multi infernos? One in the middle, one in the side. I kind of like this. Is this hook? That hook's a little one. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm really not. I'm just gonna approach into this side, and she'll push inward, and we'll make a funnel, be able to send the dragons in towards this way, king in towards the town hall. We'll be set. So world champion, we'll set her at 256. We'll drop this first invis. We don't want that hook to get onto us. You know, I'm kind of scared of it. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some messed up attacks from it, like completely messed up. I don't want that to be me. I don't want to be the victim of the hook. We're gonna do 7 and 3. I'll push right on through. I don't think it will matter in normal mode, but in hard mode, I could definitely do something. I'll just do 7. All right. We'll push on through, and then do 3. And then from there, it should be right in this core, which we can earthquake this rage tower. Then we can do 7 to this fire spitter. We're pushed in very nicely. Just do 3. We can pop the haste. Just pull on forward. We'll get this nice value. We'll do 7. Take out both these scatters. Take out the fire spitter. And then 3. I invis a little bit too slow, but it's alright. We'll funnel in nicely. To the mono is beautiful. And we do 7 and one last one at 3. I'm not sure there's a poison tower in there or not, but we're going to switch the plan because this side's a thinned out side. I figure she would go straight through the middle all the way through. I forgot she'd go all the way across like that. And can she take out that furnace? Actually, I'm not even going to drop poison. We're just going to send our dragons in through. The minion prince as well. We'll drop the loons here, as well as some rocket loons to help. Inferno dragons help funnel. We're just going to take our time. World champion gets all that core, honestly. Warden ability early, keep everything alive. We're just going to keep everything alive. If one dragon gets off by itself, like, we could pop some abilities or something. But no, not quite yet. Actually, this one dragon in front, we'll ice block it to keep it to get damage for us. 3 rock loons for his wizard tower. We got a poison spell as well, which we were going to drop in this minion prince, but it's already gone. So it's not going to matter. So yeah, this ricochet cannon very easily. We'll check for a Troll Tesla. There's none. We'll drop a furnace to help funnel. The king's just doing his thing. While the minion prince ability is what? Wait, is my warden on ground? Why is my warden on ground? What in the world? Why is he on ground? Okay, we'll pop the king ability. Well, that's not ideal. Why was he walking down there? He's looting ground skeletons. Pull my minion prince backwards. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure why he was on ground because I had him set on air. Why was he on ground? I guess we gotta check before we attack now or something. Alright. Invis Rage Core. Alright, for this space, we just want to get in there. What'll be the quickest way to get in there? Straight up from this bottom side. We have this ice block to freeze us to get this Invis Tower triggered. Yeah, we'll do that straight from the Town Hall. We'll send 2 rocket loons, and then 256 will drop this first Invis. We'll get her into range. Fox is not hit by the giant bomb. Nice. We trigger the tornado trap too as well. Alright, we're gonna do 7. And the Invis, then I'm gonna do 3. Alright, get in towards that town hall. Alright, I'm gonna do 7. All right, and then 3. Then trigger the Invis tower. Invis. Okay, there we go. There we go. So at 6. So we'll just drop the Invis at 7. There we go. And we'll Earthquake, and then we'll do 3, and we'll Haste. And we'll pull it forward. All right, perfect. We'll take out this entire core, I'm pretty sure. Then we'll do 7. The Ice Block lasts 7 seconds. Yeah, think of it like that. Really? Minion Prince? Okay. That's unfortunate. The Minion Prince, we triggered onto him with the Haste Vial. I mean, that's fine, though. Can we get into the Rage Tower, though? Yeah, okay. We'll send the King Siege Bricks on the bottom. There's no Tornado Trap up there. So we're chilling. The World Champion is going to take out that Inferno. Beautiful. We'll send these Loons and Rock Loons in for this air defense. We'll send the Inferno Dragon to help funnel. Baby Dragon to help funnel. We'll drop a Poison for this Super Dragon. And a Valkyrie to help the King out. When everything's just going to loop around. Very, very nice. I will say that. We'll drop a check for a Troll Teslas, and then we'll drop a Furnace to help out. And there's just no damage left on the base. We can swag both our hero, but only 2 of them. I was gonna say that the King, we can't swag that because he's gonna definitely die to a Richter Cannon or something. We'll send a Headhunter in to help him. We'll just drop some deck collectors to help clean up. Might as well. We got them in the game. Might as well use them. Might as well. We'll pop. I would just pop the Warden ability. Something like the air traps. I don't want to risk, trying to swag 2 hero abilities. Trying, I don't want to risk anything. No reason to risk. We'll just play safe. But especially over that Giga Bomb. We got the Eternal Dome. It kind of wore off, but you know what? It's all good. We got plenty of damage. We'll just pop the King ability, help out in his back end. He'll get some nice spiky ball value. We'll just swag the Minion Prince ability, and yeah, pretty easy. That Ice Block really did help get into that Invis tower, though. Got into that whole core very easily. Only took 1 spell slot as well, which makes it a lot more preferable, to my opinion, than using the Invis Skeleton spell trick. Because you only need 1. You only need 1 spell. That takes 2 spells. Makes it super easy. Alright, this space. All the multi-infernos are up by this town hall, so we're just going to come in from the town hall and get into this earthquake. I think right in this builder hut. We'll take out the town hall, take out the multi-arch tower inferno, and get one of these infernos most likely. And we'll be set on this RC charge. So yeah, we're just going to do 5 for this first invis, because the fox is way back there. And we'll be fine. And then we're just going to do 7 and 3 for the rest. Yep. Alright, and then we're going to do 7. I'm going to earthquake on the builder hut. Then I'm going to do 3. We'll pull up right into this town hall. And we're just going to take our time for a second. We're going to do 7. Make sure you don't hasten the town hall as well. Okay, this is not ideal. Alright, now we're going to do 3. Stay in. Stay in, girl. Do your thing. Alright, we're going to do 7. Skeleton Trap's going to pull her out. But she's just going to go for one of these Infernos, right? I think she's going to go for that Tesla. No? Okay, perfect. We're going to haste on the Giga Bomb just because we into a Tornado Trap with a haste and Giga Bomb. That's fine. We got 2 Infernos. We'll probably get this other one as well. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, we're gonna get all 3 Infernos. Yeah, this base is absolutely wrecked. We got all the value we needed, even though we kind of wasted our haste. It does not matter. We'll send the King and the Siege Bricks on the thinned out side, which is this side. It's a lot thinner. We'll send our Dragons onto this thicker side. You send the Dragons onto the thicker side to help with time fails. It really does help. Since we're gonna have a nice straight path for our Dragons, we'll drop a poison for the Furnace. Excuse me. I got hiccups for a second. I'm trying not to get them to mess me or anything. We're gonna pop the Inferno Dragon Help Funnel. We'll pop the Eternal Tome on the Ward and help with that Furnace, just cause that's gonna be annoying. It really is. We'll check for a Troll Tesla, and then we'll drop a Furnace at the bottom. Drop a Valkyrie with the King just to help out. Well, Minion Principality through this heavy back end, the multi-tier 2 air defenses and the mono, always big value to use the Minion Principality through. And there's just like one troop just like up ahead. I'll use it on the boogers. That's worthless, but it's just fun to do. In this case, I could have used it on this Minion Prince right here. Honestly, I should have used it on the Minion Prince because he'd been tanking for this multi gear, and we could have the dragons just come on through. You know what? I'm just having fun with it. We'll send these Rock Loons in for multi arch tower, and they'll get that X bow. We're gonna have everything just come on through, but after it's charged like that, it doesn't really matter what you do on the rest. It's just a matter of don't time fail. Just don't time fail. That's the biggest challenge with a good RC charge. So if you set your dragons up here, they still be like over here trying to fly on through while the dragons just went straight line right there. No issues at all. Makes it easy. Alright, another Invis base. So we're just going to push in to this core straight from this bottom. It's going to be baited, but we were born in the bait. We understand it's probably a Tornado Trap right here. We'll probably use Rock Loons here, take out this air defense. Maybe use some Loons and Rock Loons on this Wizard Tower. Just push right in. Alright. Two Rocket Loons, Rocket Loons. Oh, and then 55. Drop the first Invis. And I'll push into that, what's it called? Ricochet Cannon, please. 7. Oops, I didn't get this. And then 3. Don't go into the Wizard Tower. No! That's okay, actually. That's okay. And we can do 7. Look at this. Look at this. And we Ice Block. Look at that. And we Earthquake. And we're just chilling. We're gonna do 7. We're gonna push in. Alright. And then 3. We're gonna Invis and we're gonna Haste. We're gonna push her in. There we go. We're gonna do 7. We're in the core. We're in there. It worked. It worked. Thank you, Minion Prince. Last Invis base, the Minion Prince hurt us. This Invis base, the Minion Prince helped us. You know what? We get lucky like that, I guess. I mean, we're gonna push in either way, so it's not really luck, but it's just helpful to not have to worry about it. We'll drop the King of Siege Bricks on this bottom side. We'll send the dragons onto this thicker side. They're both kind of about the same. Does he have how many furnaces? Is that true? And also only it's 2 furnaces. What is this guy doing? He's a menace. This guy is a menace. He cannot be trusted in society, putting 2 furnaces in his clan castle. I'm gonna say that. And the king's not gonna bother us. Alright, we'll just push right on through then. We'll check for a troll Tesla. There's none. Alright, we'll drop the furnace. We'll pop the minion principle. He turned. He was looking straight ahead, but an air skeleton caused him to turn. Oh no, that's unfortunate. We want to pop the ability right there, so let's pop the warden ability instead. Yeah, that's tough. That's very, very tough. The one chance he turns. The one chance. And he does it. We'll pop his king ability as well. Help get through some of this damage. Gets the mono down. We'll get that multi-gear as down to 1 shot as well. We'll drop some cleanup. Yeah. The furnace is going to help down here. We'll drop deck collectors and a headhunter for that king. As well as some minions. Try to take that king out. Yeah, this is not looking as ideal because you kind of wasted that minion prince ability. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even gonna lie, that was bad. Well, we will take this king out. The king really countered our furnaces, actually, though. He truly did. We are just gonna push on through. We're trying to make sure we don't run out of time, because this king took up every single furnace. And then some. The minion prince is gonna take out the air defense. The dragon's gonna come on through. I got too lackadaisical with it. I was just chilling too hard. I mean, we're gonna get it, but it's gonna be a lot closer than I expected. Yeah, okay. So I guess because all the big air damage is up here, we really just got the core. We have to make sure we get a good Warden ability through here, then a Minion Prince ability through here. So this line for the Warden, this line for the Minion Prince, and that would have helped out a lot better. That would have saved us some time. Yeah. Oh well. I mean, it's still a 3-star. Alright, this base. I see triple multi inferno down here, double multi inferno down here. It's very, very baited down here. But I don't care. I just straight up don't care. I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna get into some Inferno. She'll path right or left. She'll get 2 Infernos down. Maybe the Town Hall as well. She's gonna get some value, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm gonna do 6 for this first Invis, and then 7 and 3 for the rest. Alright, she's gonna pull leftward, right? Yeah, right into the Expo. We're just gonna Earthquake through this Rage Tower. I'm gonna do 7. Alright, and then I'm gonna do 3. She's gonna pull that multi-arch tower, isn't she? Yeah, but she'll pull back in. We'll just do 7. The fox is down there. I almost missed it. Oops. And then 3. We hit the bait, and we hit the NATO. You know what? That was expected. Expected to be betas. You know what? It's not bait on me then. If I knew it was going to be there. If I knew it, it does not count as bait. We're in a haste. Oh, ice into an ice golem. That's tough. That's actually very, very tough. Okay, maybe we can count that as baited. I hasted right into an ice golem. That's unfortunate. We're gonna take out 2 multi-infernos and a rage tower though. So 2 rage towers actually, and 2 multi-infernos. And we're gonna take out the scatter. Yeah, we got some huge value in this RC charge. We're sending the King of Siege Bricks on the stand outside. We're sending our dragons onto the thicker side. We're gonna send the minion prince a little bit early. And we're gonna send everything in. We're gonna send the Infernal Dragons help funnel. We're gonna drop a Valkyrie for this ice golem. And we're just going to take our time. We're going to make sure we funnel. We use rockaloons. Or just spam all the rockaloons, honestly. We're just funneling. We really are. Alright, that'll push all our dragons inward. We'll pop the Warden ability, heal up through this poison, effectively. Tunnel poison, this fire spitter, and this multi-inferno. And then from there, we'll go through all the air traps as well. We'll pop the minion prince ability to get through this mono, just to help out. And this king's taking some damage. We're not going to worry about it. The minion prince will take out the mono easily. The town hall, excuse me, easily. We'll poison the minion prince. And then from here, I mean, we'll just drop the check for a Troll Tesla, drop the furnace back to here. There's no Troll Tesla chance. It's already past 51%. What am I doing? Alright. We'll send one dragon to tank with the ice block. Technically two. That's going to tank for the air defense for us. So we can send our minion prince through here, no problem. He'll get right to the air defense, took 0 damage. 0 damage to that minion prince. That ice block really did help out there. We'll send some debt collectors, some minions. He's got the king ability pop at 92%. It'll be a nice, easy 3-star. Easy peasy. I'm not gonna lie. Why is there a big ol' hole in this base? And why is it calling my name? Why is the hole calling my name? Yeah, we're gonna do it. At 250, we'll drop the RC. 250, there we go. And at 47, we'll drop the first invis. We'll earthquake all of this. And then 3, we'll drop this invis. We'll pull the CC ice golems away. We'll do 7. Alright. And then we're gonna do 3. We'll push on through this core. Get some decent value through here. Do 7 again. I mean, that was definitely interesting. That was interesting in the half. We'll haste, and we'll just do 7. So we want to make a funnel through here. That's what we want to do. I'm gonna invis through here because I don't want her going to those ice golems. Look, she is making a funnel now. Okay, perfect. We have a funnel made. Thank you. Thank you. We'll do 7. All right, baby dragon to help funnel a little bit more, and then we'll do 3 over. All right. So there's an actual funnel. We can send our king and siege barracks up through here as well. We'll have to get through those heavy air troops though. The minion prince. What is that? That thing's gonna kill us, isn't it? Minion prince, headhunter, Valkyrie. Had to pop the king ability early. Yeah, but it's okay. We'll just make a slight funnel entire time. We'll send rock loons in for this multi-gear. I popped the king ability early because I already knew that was gonna be too much damage on him. I really did. Another Inferno Dragon, some Rock Loons help support. Yeah, okay. The King's still alive. We'll drop a Furnace in the corner. Don't have to check for a Troll Tesla because it's already at the edge. Like the complete edge. And what if we just ice block the King and let the snakes take out this left side? Yeah? Yeah, that's gonna help. Yeah, that's good actually. I like that. The dragon's just gonna pop on through. We'll pop the minion principality, get through this town hall, and help with this back end archer tower. And air defense, air defense. That's not an archer tower. But yeah, everything's just gonna push on through. It's gonna push right on through. And we went into the hole. I mean, the hole was calling my name. Those debt collectors did test those giant bombs very nicely. So I mean, do they not expect someone to drop debt collectors in there? Debt collectors always gotta go in the hole. Okay, that sounds bad. That sounds very, very bad out of context. Well, you got a hole, you got 10 deck collectors, send them in there, and you can just take out the core of the base easily. And yeah, this is a free 3-star. I don't think this guy's gonna get anything less than a 3-star in defense. Like honestly, he has to go minus 320 a day. There's no way. There's no way. Invis core. All right, how do we get into here the easiest way possible is a question. Hmm. Well, this Inferno's back through here. If I path in like this onto this wizard tower, I rock a loon here. Actually, I want to come in from this mortar. Yeah, I think this can be easy. It stands big air value. 56, I'll drop this invis. We'll get right into the multi-arch tower. We'll send rocket loons into here. Let's push us leftward. I'll do 6. Alright, and that's will pull us left. Then from there, which way is she going? Into the CC troops? Alright, that works. We'll do 7. Alright, and then we'll do 3. Oh! I broke out the ice golem. No. All right, and then we'll do 7, and then we'll or ice block. Okay, maybe just maybe this will work. Maybe not. We'll haste though. Push into the core, please. 7 into the core. No, all of that just not getting the core. No, we used everything. Everything. You can't say we didn't try. As if we get this Inferno, we'll be fine though. King Siege Barracks. Dragons come on through here. Minion Prince. Alright, Inferno Dragon, Inferno Dragon, Baby Dragon. We're on a mission now. We're on a straight mission to get into that core. We'll get through that Ricochet Cannon as well. That, what is that called? That World Champion. We're gonna pop on through. Minion Prince will trigger this Invis Tower. We're gonna send a Furnace in. Yeah, Minion Prince ability, Warren ability. We're gonna Invis. I mean, basically make everything Invis. Minion Prince will get some value through here. We'll poison these heroes. Minion Prince, he'll get this Town Hall. The Furnace is coming on through. How are we gonna get through here though? Is a question. Debt collectors clean up. Archers, minions, Minion Prince, Dark Crown. Okay, that Dark Crown's doing work. What in the world? He's hidden. He's just gonna solo this core for us. Look at that Dark Crown. He'll take out the entire core. Like nothing's gonna be left. He's still gonna be alive to tell a story. He's just telling a story for us later. You know, he's gonna tell his grandkids, his little minions that pop out of him, because he's like a seahorse now. He has children. All right. Okay, maybe he's not like a seahorse, but still, male seahorses have the children. It's crazy. It's like 1,000 to pop out at once. There's interesting videos on that. But yeah, not too bad. All right, this base, multi infernos back through here. Typically, just go right into this middle multi inferno. But on a base like this, I'm looking for the pathing as well. I kind of like coming in straight from this way, and either she pass right or she'll path left. We'll have my dragons go in a nice straight line through two multi infernos if they don't get this one. So I like that idea. We'll do that exactly. So at 256, we'll drop this first invis, get through this ricochet cannon, bomb tower, and what was this? A wizard tower probably? Probably if it's a parallel. What does it be parallel? I don't know. We'll do 6 right here. Or me baited. Yeah, we're gonna have to do 3 as well. As this fox is probably gonna die. Yeah, we got a little bit too greedy. But we are coming aside it's most likely baited, so it'll make sense. It's just 7 and 3 for the rest of these. Then we'll push on through. I'm gonna do Invis here. I'm gonna do 8 to push over. And then on 4, I'm gonna Invis as well. To push on into oh okay, there we go. We'll earthquake the town hall. The fox is still alive. We'll do 7. We have one more Invis, so we'll haste. I didn't know I used all of them up. Oops. Apparently I used everything. That's fine. We got a nice path for us here. King Siege Bricks on this nice thinned outside. We'll get some good value back there. Drop a poison for this furnace. We're sending our dragons onto this thicker side. It's also the side with the 2 layers of multi-infernos for us to get through. We'll send these rocket loons for this air defense. Rocket loons for this air defense. We'll use an Inferno Dragon up there. Baby Dragon help funnel. Yeah, this is looking great. We'll send a Warden ability to help out as well. The King's just going to take no damage down here. We'll just send the Valkyrie for the Ice Clones. We forgot to do that. I lost that muscle memory. I haven't used dragons for like a day in Legends, and now I'm just forgetting the muscle memory. But we'll push right on through here. I'll minion Prince ability in a little bit. Actually, no, that multi-arch tower, a multi-inferno is not going to be too much. So we'll drop a furnace to help clean up and funnel for the King. The King, where can we ice block? I mean, not quite yet. We don't need to. Not quite yet. We still have the minion Prince ability as well. We're just looking. We'll pop the King ability to help get through this heavy damage of air damage. It's crazy value there. It really is. And the Minion Prince, he's still just hitting like crazy with the Inferno Dragon combo. That's a nice little combo there. Yeah, and we'll hit this Frosty, and we'll get a Header frozen up just because it'll distract that Minion Prince so the Fire Mice can come on through and take out that Minion Prince easily. So not going to have any just missing them. We'll just swag this Minion Prince ability because this base got wrecked. That was nice pathing for us. I really like that because we can just send a straight line for these 2 Infernos, and there's nowhere else for our Dragons to go but in a straight line. And then we just swag the Minion Prince ability. Alright. Easy peasy. I'll say that. Lemon squeezy. We did end up going plus 320 a day, which is pretty nice. Got 1 defense left. A couple defenses we had in the 70s, which is definitely nice. It's always nice to have some defense. We're working on this new defense, trying to figure out which one's the best still. I'm thinking if you have it upgraded, the Crusher Mortar is best, but you have a low level one, the Hook is probably best because its base level stacks don't really matter. All you need to do is be able to pull that one important troop, that one important hero, and you can get defense from it. So we're starting to see a whole bunch of hooks on defense. But if you have maxed out Crusher Mortar or relatively high upgraded, it's definitely worthwhile to use that because that thing's a menace, that thing's a beast, and that thing's gonna mess up everything. I'm upgrading mine. I had a bunch of builder potions for mine. I've used some gems as well because I had gems saved up. I don't got much use for it. But anyways, if you guys enjoy the video, I appreciate if you guys like, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.